Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their fifth-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level. Once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top-5 offense. They were knocked down in overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Let's go.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And there he goes right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. 49 yards for Devin Singletary. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Allen will try to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now, come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And Lance now to throw. Drops this underneath for Davis Price. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. And even 20 yards for the rookie Ty Davis-Price. And the 49ers have cut the lead back down to 2. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes a field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Singletary again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Ready up? 49. Mike's 49. It's a party now. It's a party.
On play action, Lance. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Off of play action, here's Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Davis Price running right. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ty Davis Price with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers are back within a couple of the lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And they'll still try and run for it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
60 red.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Davis Price will try to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On the double. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Going deep for Diggs, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Singletary. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
The kick by Bass is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
Oh, I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Oh, what a catch here by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on, set, black 40.
Mike, 49. You don't want it? You don't want none of it. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Hut, hut.
Davis Price up the middle. Down to about the 22 here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second down, and again it's Davis Price. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
49, guys.
Play action, now it's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have taken the lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't, because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And here come the Bills. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. 1st down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On the ready.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go. 49.
Set, cut.
They'll run with Davis Price. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
You can't block me.
Set, go.
Again, it's Davis Price. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis Price, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was the rookie, Ty Davis-Price, finishing things off with a touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen, being chased out left. Going deep for Diggs, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Allen now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 15 yards.
And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
The Bills say they have it, and they do. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On second and 9, Allen.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that is incomplete.
Emmanuel Mosley that time able to knock it away.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
In your face.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And Lance going to throw.
Here we go, here we go.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On the counter, Davis Price.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Let's go. 52 blue.
49. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's a give to Davis Price.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Back ready. Clock 40.
You got nothing today.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Out to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Moss.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Moss.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Javon Kinlaw
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Let's go, D.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Watch 54. Come on, boy.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
What we got?
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 44 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And they'll try to run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance
Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
on the handoff, Davis Price. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football
And a touchdown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. At their own 23. Drive starts with a run by Davis Price. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Another touch for Davis Price.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Here's Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Let's go. Black, 95.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here I come.
To throw, it's Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Now Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Partner, find me a star more on the rise than Deebo Samuel after last season. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner. This man does it all for the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked 3rd in the league in all-purpose yardage and deservedly made first-team All-Pro. Building on that with a 1st down here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 7,
Lance.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Gould is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Allen and the Bills now. Down by 2. 1:47 on the clock. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just
Over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
2nd down, and again, it's Davis Price. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
49. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Set, go.
Lance back to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Now Lance.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Back to throw. Allen. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
One final try now for Lance.
He's going to let it fly.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of mid.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.